Hey everyone, I hope you're well. Today we're talking about Stormpoint because Stormpoint is going to be the Season 13 Saviors map, the featured map that's most likely going to be in pub's rotation for an entire week without any other maps being there. We're going to be subjected to only Stormpoint for 7 full days. That's if they don't change the system that they've been using for the past seasons. I don't know how I feel about that. I don't know how you feel about that. How do you feel about that? I'd love to know. Today I'm just going to share my thoughts live as I play and talk about Stormpoint and why it's quite a difficult map to play on pubs and why the system that they've gone on with map rotations may not be the best. Let's jump into my live thoughts, and overall maybe we'll come to a bit of a conclusion together that we could share with the devs to say, hey, this is how things could be. Maybe it'll be a little bit better. Let's jump into it. So actually I gotta say, like, the POIs in Stormpoint are fun. Like, I actually do like the POIs. I think they're pretty decent. I like the engagement. There's a lot of fun places. I think that's just the overall space between POIs is a little much. And, you know, like I say, ranked... Oh, hi. Ranked can be a pretty different experience. And I think... How many armors around? Mainly just a pubs thing. Because in pubs, you want to have action. You want to take fights, you know?
Reloading.
On, where's your knuckle duster? The doors don't work on Stormpoint. The doors do not work. That's one funny thing, actually.
Target there. Yep. A phase tear. Use it.
Shoot 'em puppies. How dare you?
We routed that squad.
Oh.
Half
All right.
of the squads have been disqualified.
Okay.
45 seconds,
Eliminate the enemy. Enemy down. Reloading. Enemy shield.
Woo.
Routed that squad.
I'm gonna pop this real quick. You go for the armor swap. I think here's the thing, right, about Stormpoint. I don't think it's actually a bad map. I think that it's a decent map for ranked. I think it's probably, like, has the highest chance of being a good ALGS level map, right?
Ring is coming. Shields
But
are depleted.
for a pubs map,
Recharging.
I think it's a bit boring. I mean, as you can see right now, there's 21 players left alive. We're probably not going to see any of them for a long time. Look how big this map area is. It's ridiculous. We've got such a long way of going. And what's interesting is that the Stormpoint first ring size is actually larger than most of the other maps. So, yeah, it really is a bit of a nightmare now that we have to go and run around and try and find fights.
Package in.
I chose Ash specifically for that purpose. Like, the nearest fights are over there. Like, just... I don't know. I think that the POIs here are really fun and balanced, and I think that actually means people spread out. Like, you gotta say, like, for a ranked map, it's a success. It works well, right? But for pubs, yeah, like I say, it's a bit boring. I think one of the ways that I'd like to see them balance that, actually, is not necessarily make any changes to Stormpoint. Just have Stormpoint and World's Edge as the ranked maps, and Olympus and Kings Canyon as the pubs maps. And sure, maybe that could change here and there, but I just feel like World's Edge and Stormpoint are better. They're just better ranked maps. Kings Canyon and Olympus are really fun. Like, the loot features on these maps are really fun. You can get a lot of loot really quickly.
Enemy distance.
But the third partying is a nightmare, so it's just not a great map for ranked. Olympus isn't so bad in my personal opinion, but I know a lot of people don't really like Olympus. So, honestly, I would really love to see them try that approach.
Don't
For
look
one
back.
season, they have Stormpoint and World's Edge for ranked, and Olympus and Kings Canyon as pubs.
faster.
Now, would that get stale? I don't know. Would you get bored of playing Stormpoint and World's Edge all the time? I'm not sure. I just feel like in
Enemy in the distance.
Counter-Strike, not every map is a competitive map. And the same competitive maps were there for a long time before they even like brought other ones into the competitive map pool. I say competitive loot pool, but that doesn't really make sense. I really think that that'd be a nice approach for them to take as well. And it means like the competitive like integrity of these maps. The people are just gonna get better at learning positioning. I feel like they both World's Edge and Stormpoint are just better. They facilitate better gameplay. Whoa. What's going on down here? Oh, hang on a minute.
Reloading.
Give me a second.
Recharging shields. The enemy is moving in. Grenade.
Ah, we're dead.
Hit the jet.
So yeah, as I was saying, I think that World's Edge and Stormpoints just will always be better ranked maps. No matter how much changes they made to Kings Canyon so far, it's just still the same. I think they could get rid of some choke points, which could help. Yeah, maybe World's Edge and Stormpoint should stay the way they are. It's like, here's a funny thing about World's Edge, right? World's Edge does get a lot of, like, I'd say, fans that don't like it. People that don't like World's Edge because everybody lands Fragment in pubs. Because everyone just wants to hot drop and have fun, and everyone dies really fast. So it just makes the problem even worse, because it's like the more people that land there, the more people are going to land there, if that makes sense. But I feel like it's not a bad thing for a pub situation. In ranked, not everyone's hot dropping World's Edge because people want to rank up, right? It's just a ranked versus pub situation, once again. So, yeah, I mean, I like playing pubs on World's Edge, but personally I like playing pubs more on Kings Canyon and Olympus. Maybe they should have weight. Actually, you know what? Why do they specifically have to have? Another one somewhere. You got it, you got it, you got it. Nice. Why do they specifically have it so one split is like only one map? Like, what is the reasoning behind that? Why not, like, here's the way I wouldn't mind seeing it. At least them experimenting with this. Is having a system that's like heavily weighted towards Stormpoint and World's Edge being the ranked maps. But you can still sometimes get Kings Canyon and Olympus in ranked. So for example, maybe split 1, you have Stormpoint. And then split 2, you have World's Edge. But in split 1, maybe for like a couple hours a day, you get a Kings Canyon and World's Edge game. But that meant, like, does that really affect things that badly? Do we really need to have the same rank map all the time for the whole split? And then, oh dear, hang on a minute. It could work the other way around as well, where with pubs it's majority Kings Canyon and Olympus, but you sometimes will get Stormpoint and World's Edge games throughout the day. I think it would be a nice way to do it. And here's the thing. It's likely that had even more Battle Royale maps, so what are they going to do at that point? It could get to the point where, if they keep the system they have now, you could see, like, you might not see your favorite map in ranked rotation for, like, a whole year or something. I think in summary, what I'd say is I'd love to see them rethink how they put different maps and in ranked and pubs. I've just had a really hard time making a video today. I keep dying. I don't know what it is. It's been really hard. So, yeah, I'm just going to post this video as is. Let me know what your thoughts are, and I'll see you all in the comments. Cheerio!